Hello, everyone, and welcome. In today's world, transparency is more important than ever. As citizens, we have the right to know what is happening in our communities and to hold our government accountable for its actions. That's why we are proud to introduce you to a new age, an age of transparency. Age of Transparency is a brand that is committed to promoting transparency in public places and by changing the way that we think about policing. Our mission is to empower citizens to exercise their rights and demand accountability from their government, and to also bring forth a new era of police education and reform. It is this channel's belief that the police academy is not educating officers properly. The training that police officers receive is not adequate, as it focuses more on military-style tactics and less community policing. Police officers need to be better educated on cultural sensitivity, mental health, and de-escalation techniques to better serve communities that they work in, most importantly being the constitutional rights that they swore an oath to uphold. There are two primary types of police academy training: basic training and in-service training. Basic training is the initial training required to become a police officer, while in-service training is ongoing training that officers receive throughout their careers. Basic training covers a wide variety of topics, including criminal law, firearms training, defensive tactics, and emergency vehicle operation. The duration of basic training varies depending on the state and agency. However, it typically ranges from 12 to 6 weeks. During this time, cadets are trained in both classroom and practical settings, learning the skills and knowledge required to become a successful police officer. To be admitted into the police academy, candidates must meet certain requirements, such as being at least 21 years of age, possessing a high school diploma or equivalent, and by passing a physical fitness test. Candidates must also pass a background check, drug screening, and medical examination. After completing basic training and becoming a police officer, officers are required to receive ongoing in-service training to keep their skills up to date. This training includes regular firearms qualification, defensive tactics training, and other advanced training courses. It is this channel's belief that the amount of time spent at the academy is insufficient. How are police officers supposed to uphold citizens' rights if they don't even know or understand the oath to the Constitution they've sworn to? Currently, the average police academy curriculum only spends 8 hours on conflict resolution and de-escalation training. Due to the lack of time spent on education of officers, thousands of cases of unlawful use of force and civil rights violations have occurred. In 2020, there were 1,127 people killed by police in the United States. Of those, 27% were black, despite only making up 13% of the population. In addition, police officers are not held accountable for their action, as only 1% of police killings result in charges against officers. This lack of accountability has contributed to a culture of violence and impunity within police departments. Between 2010 and 2020, police departments paid out over $2.5 billion in settlements for misconduct cases. This money could have been used for community resources and other vital programs. These settlements not only affect taxpayers, but also indicate a systemic issue within police departments. Now let's direct our attention to First Amendment auditing. First Amendment audits are another area where police reform is desperately needed. First Amendment audits are a form of citizen journalism where individuals film government facilities such as police stations to test if they respect First Amendment rights. These audits have been met with hostility from police officers, with many individuals being arrested or harassed for simply exercising their right to film in public. In 2019, there were 10,000 plus documented cases of police officers violating the First Amendment further highlighting the need for police reform. So, in conclusion, police reform is desperately needed in America to address the issues of unlawful use of force, police recorded settlements, First Amendment violations, and inadequate police academy education. We need to hold police officers accountable for their actions, restructure police departments, and retrain officers to better serve and protect their communities. Let's work together to make our community a safer place for all. And I hope you enjoy the journey that we embark on together. Thanks for watching.